Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Rudabeh Shabazi.
And I'm Gio Insignares. Pat Harvey has the evening off.
Our top story at 5. Southern California is in for another stormy weekend with the heaviest rainfall expected tomorrow afternoon.
CBS LA's Chloe Carlson tracking the rain tonight and what's ahead for us. Chloe?
Hey, Gio. Hey, Rudabeh. Yeah, we have light showers through this evening, but more of that moderate rainfall as we move into tomorrow. So we'll get pockets, we'll get a little bit drier, but just keep that in mind. We do have those rain chances that do continue for us, at least for the weekend and early next week. But Friday looking dry, so we just got to get to Friday. Here's a look at that live radar. You can see similar to what we saw today, right? It's been light rainfall, steady at times for places like LA, Ventura County, but more spotty isolated showers. Want to zoom in real quick just to kind of show you Santa Clarita. Again, places in Ventura County getting that steady moisture at this hour. So the next 24 hours, again, for Burbank, we're 56 degrees to start off the morning. We'll get to the 60s by the afternoon, but it is going to be chilly along with that rainfall. So series of storms starting really tomorrow. It'll continue into mid next week. We're talking moderate to heavy rainfall at times. So starting tomorrow morning for Ventura County, LA County, more OC as we get into the afternoon. Gusty winds also an element that we are tracking for areas like Ventura County. And then we do have dry conditions as we get later into the week. We'll talk all about timing for that rainfall and where we expect to see the heaviest pockets coming up. For now, Gio, Rudabeh, back to you.
Chloe, thank you. Our team coverage continues with CBS LA's Joy Benedict in hard-hit Lytle Creek.
Residents continue to dig out as they also prepare for more.
It was a rushing river of water on Christmas Eve as Lytle Creek looked more like a rapid.
Just mayhem. They were surrounded so quickly.
Matthew Carrera was in the hospital at the time after surviving a heart attack, but was on the phone with his wife when the creek flooded his home.
There's nothing we could have done to prepare for this level of destruction and damage. Nothing. There's no amount of sandbags or brick walls in the world that could have saved us from the storm surge that happened.
But as the rain continues to fall, he says there is something he can do now.
Our friends and stuff filled all these sandbags.
Friends and volunteers have built a sandbag barrier around his house. For although the creek is calm, the fear is it won't stay that way.
I'm hoping that if it were to get crazy enough to actually crest again, that it would just come and right out here and go out my door.
All over town, volunteers are still pumping out water, removing mud, and county crews are bagging sand and working on the creek.
They're coming in here to make sure that our residents have as much safe access to their homes as they can have, and then also to ensure that the creek bed up creek is cleared out so that the debris and the water flows through.
A small assistance center is set up at the fire station, but a larger one will open next week for all areas affected.
They might have lost their licenses, something with their insurance papers, or veterans need assistance.
As more than 50 homes were damaged in San Bernardino County. Neighbors say they have a dozen red tagged right here in Lytle Creek.
We have the folks that have been affected in our hearts, and we've seen how bad it's been, and we're here for them.
And while families continue to dig out and clean up, this community is not only watching the creek, but the sky, and hoping enough has been done to prevent the rain and the river from flooding them again.
It's like the stint they put in my heart, you know? Everything's flushed out, so it's not going to clog up again, hopefully.
So the county's local assistance center is scheduled to open on Thursday in Hesperia and will stay open all weekend, providing those services that so many in these communities desperately need. From Lytle Creek, I'm Joy Benedict, CBS LA.
And stay with CBS LA throughout the day for the latest on the next round of rain. And as always, you can track the storm with the Next Weather Radar Network on CBSLA.com.